Good morning, Secondary 1 students. I'm Ms. Chua, and I hope that you enjoy your first week in Marsiling Secondary School. Today, on behalf of the Library Committee, I am going to share with you about our school library. So, what is Ms. Chua going to share with all of you today? I'll be sharing with you about our library. I'll introduce to you our school librarian, and I'll let you know our opening hours, the rules and regulations you have to abide when you're in the library, our collections, and our activities. So, the library. The library is a place for you to read. It is also a place for you to revise, to do research, and to relax. For those who have not been to our school library, well, this is how it looks like. Yes, it's a place that is really colorful. It has colorful tables and chairs. It is very spacious and it is air conditioned. Let me introduce you our school librarian. Her name is Miss Sharifa. We would like you to be polite to her, just as how you will be polite to your classmates and your teachers. We hope that you will follow her instructions, especially when she asks you to lower down your volume or not to run in the library. Do approach her for help. If you're looking for a particular book that you cannot find, she'll be more than happy to help you. Some of you might be thinking, Miss Chua, I tried to enter the library this week, but it's not open. Well, that's because you don't know the opening hours of our school library. Let me share with you the opening hours of our school library. The good news is it's open every day. On Monday to Thursday, the library is open from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And on Friday, the library closes earlier. The library closes at 4 p.m. Do remember that our librarian needs to eat too. And therefore, there will be a lunch break from 12 p.m. to 12:45 p.m. You will not be allowed to enter the library from 12 to 12:45 p.m. daily. Therefore, we strongly encourage you to drop by the library during your recess time. Now, the rules of our school library. Before you enter the library, you will see all these shelves. Yes, all these are for you to put your bags and your water bottles. You can only bring in your valuables such as your phone, your iPad, your wallets, and your writing materials into the library. You are not allowed to bring your entire bag into the library. Do remember that. Another rule that we have in the library is that you need to sign in. Therefore, when you walk in, you will see this logbook at the counter. Please sign in by writing your name, your class, and the time you step into the library. Please also remember to sign out when you leave the library. When you're in the library, please remember that you're not allowed to run, not allowed to shout, you're not allowed to eat, nor to drink in the library, and the library is not a place for you to sleep. Remember the 4R just now? You're supposed to read, you're supposed to revise, you're supposed to research, and you're supposed to relax. Even though sleeping is a form of relaxation, you're not allowed to sleep in our school library. When you're in the library, there are a few things you need to take note of. Whisper when you are in a discussion with your friends. Please do not talk loudly to disturb your schoolmates who are also using the library. Do keep the library neat and clean, and remember, no eating or drinking is allowed in the library. And you are also not allowed to use your mobile phone in the library. Do remember that you can only use your mobile phone in the canteen and in your classrooms during recess time or when a teacher permits you to use your phone. Miss Chua, what happens if I am done reading my book and I forgot where I took the book from and I'm not interested to borrow this book? Well, please return the book and place them in the book drop container. The librarian will pick it up and shelf it back for you. But if you remember where you took the book from, do kindly put it back. This will really help our librarian. For students who are interested to borrow the books, do remember that you can only borrow 2 books each time and you can keep them for 14 days. But in the event when you are really very busy and you cannot finish reading the book, please bring it back to the librarian and the librarian will be able to advise you accordingly. For students who are interested to borrow books from our school library, please bring along your EZ-Link cards. You can only borrow books with your EZ-Link cards. And we understand that not everyone has their EZ-Link cards, and therefore, please wait for your EZ-Link cards to arrive before you go to the library to borrow books. Which means if you would like to borrow books next week, you will not be able to do so. But don't worry, you will get your EZ-Link card soon and you will be able to borrow books. And let me share with you the collection in our library. The books are arranged by genres and collections. So as I mentioned before, if you're in doubt and you cannot find the book that you want to borrow, please approach our librarian. These are some pictures of our collections in the library. Our fiction book collection. Let me share with you the genres that are available in our library. We have the mystery, we have adventure, young readers, thrills and chills, out of this world, awesome series. We also have in the fiction collection fantasy, romance, girl power, books to movies, graphic novels, biography. For students who are not interested in fiction books, fear not, we also have our non-fiction collection. We have the art and craft, English language, history, geography, mathematics, and sports. Not forgetting D&T, culture heritage, literature, science, music, and health. So for those who are interested to improve your health, not only do you visit the gym in our school, you also should visit our school library to find out how to improve your health by reading. We also have the Singapore collection and the ever popular chicken soup for the soul. So if you're interested in any of the above mentioned genres, please head down to the library and pick up a book to read when your EZ-Link card is here. Let me share with you some of the activities. We have a monthly thematic display where the librarian will create books that are of that month's theme and display them on the library shelves. And starting from this year onwards, our English language teachers will take turn to share with all of you what he or she is currently reading. And Either every month or semester, we will announce the top borrowers for every level, and you or your class will stand to win a prize. There will be activities on our Instagram account. Yes, the English language department has an Instagram account. I'll share that with you later. There will also be book recommendations on our word cafe. Cafe? We have a cafe in Marsiling Secondary School? Yes, we have a word cafe, and I will share with you shortly. There will also be book giveaways. When that happens, your class will be scheduled to go down to the library or the amphitheater to pick the book of your choice, and you get to bring them home for free. There will also be scheduled library visits every term. Monthly thematic display. I'll be sharing with you 2 themes that were on display in the library last year. Make a guess what those themes were. The first picture. Let me give you a few seconds to look at a picture. I guess by now some of you might be able to get the answer. And you're right, it's on the theme of crime. Let me show you the second picture. That earth there most likely is on the theme of environment. So our librarian actually curates books aligned to the theme and put them on display. So please feel free to browse through those books and borrow them if you are interested. To all of you who have Instagram accounts, please follow us. Like I mentioned just now, we actually have activities on Instagram. So there are actually 2 Instagram accounts. The first one is MARSECSCH. This is the Marsiling Secondary School's Instagram account. And the second account is m.el.t. This belongs to the English language department. So if you think you will forget, please take out a pencil or a pen and jot it down on your student handbook. The first one is MARSECSCH. The second one is m.el.t. I'm sure all of you will be able to find this because all of you are so tech savvy. So we hope that you will follow us, and if you require us to follow you back, please message us and we will respond to you accordingly. Let me show you a snapshot of the 2 Instagram accounts. So this is the English Language Department's Instagram account, m.el.t. So you can see we post things like exam tips, and we feature people on the Instagram account. And on our Marsiling Secondary School account, we also feature our students. We feature the different events that happen in the school, and you might appear on our Instagram account too. So remember to follow us and tag your friends if you see them in the post. Last but not least, let me share with you our word cafe. This is a very unique word cafe because this cafe does not sell cakes, it does not sell ice cream, it does not sell your coffee or tea or iced Milo, but this cafe has book recommendations for you. So while we are walking down from the classrooms to the canteen, do slow down and take a look at the word cafe to see what we have to offer you. It will be refreshed and updated every month, so do look out for this space. I've come to the end of my sharing. Thank you for being so attentive. Even though I cannot see you, I believe you have been listening attentively. Do remember to follow us on Instagram, and when you enter the library, remember to observe SMN and stay safe. Goodbye.